Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Yasharallah. Kol Haloyim Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Harakah Kodash, for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth, so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwaf that's keeping the faith and the work. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abaye coming at you with more precepts. It's the book of Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 16. It says, Moreover, Yahweh saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore Yahweh will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and Yahweh will discover their secret parts. All right, I've always said that this is not just Esau's kingdom, this is Eve's kingdom too. Going all the way back to Adam and Eve. Right, the serpent didn't come, or that wicked dude didn't come to Adam with the nonsense. He went to Eve with it. Right, that's always been the dynamic with the majority of the Most High's daughters. Right. It's because they love, comfort, and whoever can provide that comfort, that's who they with. You know what I'm saying? Majority wise, outside of that, it's just straight niggerdom, right? And like I said, when I speak on, like I just made the video about the rappers or whatever. Shout out a rapper that you're seeing on this on the screen right now. But 9 times out of 10, people's minds go to men, right? But yeah, Eve with the nonsense too, right? And script just said, because they walk around like they shit don't stink, the Most High, put a scab on the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, right? And it's crazy how literally, because the majority of the Most High's daughters put perms and stuff like that in their head, it real deal creates issues with the scalp. It real deal creates issues with the top of their brain. Right? I saw what do you call those individuals that work on dead bodies, man? I forget what you call them. But anyway, dude did an autopsy of a so-called black woman, and cut the skull open. And what he found was, like, the top of her head had so much damage due to constant perms. Right? The Most High made you to be the most beautiful woman on this earth. Right? Yasharallah women. You are the most sought after women on the planet, but for whatever reason, you don't want to be you. You want to be what this world tells you you should be. And let me show you what this world tells you should be. All right? I'll be right back. The utter coonery of it all. Give me 1 second.
Voicemail, she just fucking left me, y'all. y'all. Why the fuck would you fucking call the police on my boyfriend? You know he fucking shot your house up because you took my damn son without my permission. That's why he did that. So I just hope you don't press charges because I don't want him to be in jail because of my bullshit with you. They just arrested him this damn morning. Like, I don't have time for this shit. Like, you can get your son. You can have full custody of your son. Just don't press charges on my dude because I want him out. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want him to be locked away. No, that's not fair because of my bullshit with you. No, you can get your son if you want him. I don't care. Just don't press charges on my dude because I don't want him to go to jail. Dude came and shot my motherfucking house up with my son inside. And my baby mama tell me not to fucking press charges? Dog, listen to the voicemail. She just fucking left me, y'all. Why the fuck would you fucking call the police?
All right. The coonery of it all, man. All right. Eve has been the cause of so many deaths. All right. And I'm talking about from the aspect of raising young men to being involved with men, right, have been the cause of so much death, right? They even say it in scripture, man. Right? Let me see. Let me try to find it right quick. All right, so this is the book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 24. It says, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Right? And now Eve, man, from all aspects. Like I said, this ain't speaking to all of the Most High's daughters. You got a lot of good ones out there that's really trying to operate in the spirit of righteousness, spirit of truth to the best of their ability, because they can see the truth. The Most High blessed them to be able to see the truth, but the majority of the Most High's daughters, man, I'm talking about something else, man. For real. Right? Their wound is ain't nothing but a graveyard full of different dudes' children. Like for real. Right? Women don't understand when you lay with a man, and if that man, if his sperm enters into your body in any way, it never leaves. That sperm with you for the rest of your life. These are facts, right? So many people that died because of Eve, man, because of women in general. But this ain't speaking about all women. These are epistles to the Most High's people, right? If other women start to hear it, then hey, y'all with the nonsense too, right? But at the end of the day, let me go back. Let's see, to Isaiah. Let me see. Isaiah chapter 3. And I'm going to start at verse 18. It says, in that day, Yahweh will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet and their caws and their round tires like the moon. And speaking about the Most High's daughters, right? But the ones that's cool with being in the daughter of Babylon, the ones that's haughty and walk with stretched forth necks, right? Most High said he gonna take away all of that pretty and all of that at different attributes that have men drooling over them. Right? It says the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the rings and nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel and the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses and the fine linen and the hoods and the veils. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well set hair, baldness, and instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth and burning instead of beauty. All right, especially when all hell break loose. And you ain't got time to be going to fix yourself up and now, you know what I mean, so forth and so on. All the attitude that you got and all that shit going in the wind when that time come. And like I said, with what's going on, with the doctrine of the Israelites being illuminated by old boy Ye and different I guess you can say stars that have been recently speaking about the issue. Right? Scripture tells us that it's gonna come a time to where the Most High's people that really have been trying to operate in the spirit of righteousness, the spirit of truth to the best of their ability are going to be demonized and persecuted. Right? It's called Jacob's trouble. Right? And that don't just pertain to the righteous, it's for everybody to go through. That's why we say all hell will break loose. Ain't gonna be nobody exempt from this. Right? With the exception of the individuals that are causing all the chaos. But they're gonna get theirs on the tail end. Right? That's part of that righteous judgment. As far as everybody else that's just living day to day, 9 to 5s or whatever it is you do, I mean, everybody gonna feel that. Right? And you gonna get the brunt of it for real, because you can't defend yourself like that. You may have a heater, you may have you may have a gun or whatever, you may have some skills throwing hands, but you are not as strong as a man. You are not as strong as men. Let me put it that way. Right? Because let me see, it's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15. And verse 14 says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." Right? Everybody ain't gonna be breaking into no houses for no bread. They gonna be breaking in houses for the cookie. They ain't gonna be asking for it neither. Right? So continue to walk around with your now bikini tops on and your spandex shorts and all these other enticing things that you wear on a day-to-day basis. Right? Somebody out there watching your ass. You don't see it. And everybody that's watching you don't have a righteous mind, first and foremost, because a righteous mind ain't watching you in period. But I'm saying, like, they not together to the point to where they can control that. Everybody ain't got that. Right? Some of these individuals are watching you and plotting on your ass. Alright, so keep on with the keep on, and Most High gonna show you. Right? So I ended with that, man. Hey, how about Shemar Sharatazah? These precepts in this video were edifying. Call Haloyim Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Harokakudah Shalom Yashala.